Hi guys, welcome to day 3 of DreamWeek Challenge 2020. Today the theme is Spirit Guide, and I struggled a little bit to come up with this concept. I did some planning around, but honestly in the end I just really only had this idea that was worth it. So in this I just imagined being a hand guiding you through the darkness in a way. I struggled a little bit as well to find a good reference because hands are not my best strong suit. If I have a reference I kinda can do them, but oh god, if it has perspective, oh god no. These hands were pretty fun to do and they were pretty simple. And at first I was going to leave the circle white, but as soon as I did those fingers and I messed up that part, I knew I had to do the circle behind the hands black. That was a decision that was made for me, but I'm not mad about it. It turned out cute in the end, so it's not that bad. Of course, I had to add some tattoos. I only started doing tattoos on hands quite recently. I always loved how they look, but I was never good at them, and I'm still not. I don't consider myself good at them. I mostly just do some lines, and that's what I do. It's like I can't do it like Jacqueline de Leon that just straight up does some flower arrangements and that stuff, and it looks flawless, and I cannot do that. Maybe in the future I'd be able to do something similar, but no. I can do some eyes and stuff, and this one I wanted to be... So I wanted the hands, the tattoo of the hands to kind of define what they were. So for this one, I chose some plants to be sort of a more natural, almost frail part. I don't quite know how to describe, but I wanted the other one to be very divine, like with the eye and the moon, to be almost sort of divine eye that's guiding the nature with it. Honestly, when I try to make sense of whatever I draw, it never makes any sense. I'm terrible at making sense of my decisions, because mostly they make no sense. But yeah, this part I kinda had to sketch it out before, because there is no way I'd be able to do this freehand. Here it begins me filling it out. I could have just used the brush, yes, and the ink, but I quite like the texture that it does with you just filling it in with lines. And I thought I wanted to do some little star patterns, which in the end I did with an acrylic pen. But when I was doing them with here, it was actually my first time trying to do this, and I don't like how it looked, mostly because of how I was doing it. Nothing against this technique, because it can look very cute, but they were just too clustered. They were not natural in any way. So in the end I just decided to cover them up, because it was not looking what I wanted them to look. In the end here I just go over it and I'm like, I'm sorry, goodbye. I do like how this piece turned out. It's a very simple one, very quick. I think I finished it in one sitting. I don't recall taking a long time doing this one, but it was fun, and it's just, by this time I was experimenting with a bit more color in the inks. I added the pink a little bit along with the blue, just to have a bit more, just some variety. It's not saying it's a boy and a girl, it's not like that. It's just some variety in color, and I really like how these inks mix, so I thought it would look very pretty. And this is actually pretty satisfying to watch in speed because the pen just glides. Look at it go. Whee! It's so fun to watch this. It was pretty fun as well to do. Like I said, I'm very happy I chose this paper for this week, because my wrist is still hurting a little bit, but I imagine if I use this with watercolor paper, ooh, my wrist would hate me so much. It would not be happy at all, not one bit. So this paper really does help, and it does create some pretty cool washes with the inks. It doesn't create the same thing that it did when I did the flowers. I can tell some different textures, but they really work nicely in this paper, and I don't know, I think I have to give this paper more tries, just because I have a full pad of it and I'm not gonna use it with just this. So I really do need to give this a shot, maybe do some more ink drawings, and we'll see. So I'm pretty much done as well. And thank you so much if you're accompanying me in this, my journey. Please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4, which is Wolf. And I'm, again, very excited to share it with you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.